What is going on, everyone? It is Foul Play here, and we are back again playing some blue hexproof Bogles here. So this deck has obviously Slippery Bogle as a hexproof creature, also Invisible Stalker at the 2 mana slot there. We have permission in the form of these Stubborn Denials and these Force Negations over here. And then we have a really sweet Aura Suite that helps us draw a lot of cards. So Curious Obsession draws us cards, Staggering Insight draws us cards, gains us life. We've also got the usual suspects of Hyena Umbra, Ethereal Armor, and some lesser usual inclusions of Sentinel's Eyes, Cartouche Solidarity, Arcane Flight, and Aqueous Form. Sideboard wise, we got the Pass, we got the Spirit Mantles, Torpor Orbs, Trickbite, Echoing Truth, Suppression Field, and Leyline of Sanctity. So, should be a mostly catch-all sideboard. I think I can probably improve on my sideboard a little bit more from where it is, but at the moment, it'll do. It's a little bit more awkward, in my opinion. As far as like finding value cards is concerned. This hand's no good. Still no creature. Still no creature. Opponent keeping a 7, so go us. Alright, here's a hand. Bottom, bottom. 4 cards on the bottom. Well, that's just like our entire hand, right? We use Aqueous Form, hopefully it helps us dig, but yeah, we've got a whole bunch of not much going on from this first hand. Fortunately, we couldn't find a creature when we needed it. Just... Temple Garden. Giver of Runes. Alright, looks like Heliod combo. Especially on like so few cards. I think it's pretty unlikely we're going to get anything happening here. Let's throw that on the bottom. We're really looking for auras. Alright, what's the turn 2 opponent? Is it Conclave? Arbor Elf. Alright. Another Giver of Runes. Yeah, so definitely Heliod. Oh, they're going for normal damage here. Fair play. You gotta be kidding me, man. Fucking find our third creature after all that mulligan, like bad mulligan luck, and now we like see 3 creatures in a row. Good times. Pass the turn. We might be able to get a Stubborn Denial off here at a crucial time, possibly. Alright, so nice long turn so far here. Arbor Elf untap land, yep. Well, it looks like they're going for something. Unfortunately, as far as like countering the instant or sorcery is concerned, they're going to cast the instant first and the creature after, so like Stubborn Denial might delay them a turn. Well, this has just been like the worst luck in the existence of anything here. We've had the Scries to help us. We bottom land to find action. We find creature into creature. We got to bottom A land, bottom A creature. Then we finally find an aura. It's 2 mana. Oh, we have an actual decent aura on top there. Still doesn't empower Ferocity though. So it doesn't stop us just like straight losing to Spike Feeder or Walking Ballista at this point either. Utopia Sprawl down. It's gonna generate 1 extra mana from our opponent this turn. It's Conclave Mentor, that's all fine. Well, as fine can be, right? Now they've got access to 3 mana. If it's Eldorami's cool. I mean, we can try to Stubborn Denial it. Like, what's the fucking point, man? Jeez. I guess it plays around Path to Exile, but like, fuck. Feels bad from my side. So we probably want our paths. Our suppression field is like really good here. Echoing Truth maybe actually. Could delay them a turn by bouncing the Heliod in response to them casting a creature. I don't mind that actually. And we definitely want our Torpor Orbs as a way to prevent Skyclave Apparition wrecking us. Cards to take out, Aqueous Forms just got to be up there. Sort of feel in a similar spot about Arcane Flight really. Cartouche Solidarity can come on out. Still 3 cards over. Maybe we potentially overboarded a little bit. I think maybe Force Negation comes out before Stubborn Denial, because quite often they'll Eldorami call during our turn, not their own, and then we can probably just go down on a Staggering Insight because we're pretty heavy on 2 drops as it is. Alright, let's go with that one. Why did sound just start happening? Alright, we actually have a decent hand here. We're going to keep. Alright, now it's the opponent's turn to mulligan. They're on 6. I doubt they'll go to 3 cards though. That's it's a little bit something different. Alright, we'll just get started. I mean, like, maybe we can shock in the Stubborn Denial there, actually. They're not killing us on normal damage, well, most likely. Comes a Utopia Sprawl on white, usually. Yep, there it is. What do we find on top? Curious Obsession, that's a good one. The big plus about Invisible Stalker is it is unblockable, which does mean that our opponent's not going to be able to chump block with Giver of Runes. So probably our best play next turn is Ethereal Armor plus Curious Obsession, hold up Stubborn Denial. Look to get the Eldorami's Call. So my opponent's just... Alright, stuck on 1 mana. Well, that's pretty nice for us. I'll represent that I have Path as well here, even though I'm potentially taking 1 extra point of damage. She's going to be too strong holding up Stubborn Denial. It's not worth the tempo to play out the Hyena Umbra there. Damn, we were a little bit punished with what we did with our mana, which could make next turn awkward. Drawing the Seachrome Coast, which is forced to come in tapped. Not where we want to be. Looks like they might even be setting up for a Collected Company here. If that's the case, we get to blow them out pretty hard. Alright, we'll get our attacks happening first. And then, pretty sure it's going to be Coco here. Alright, that should be a pretty good one for us. Alright, now we're tapped out, unfortunately. But opponent's on 7. One more attack will be lethal. Another collected company. Damn, that sucks. Spike Feeder. Give it. Alright, no Heliod. They can gain some life from Spike Feeder. 4 life to be precise, but I don't think it's going to be enough for them. Cycle Woodlog Grove. Pre-everything, because they can go up to 11, right? We should have enough damage with these auras. We're gaining 4 life from our auras, and they're gaining... We're gaining 4 damage from our auras, and they're getting 4 life from this Spike Feeder, but we'll look for a 3rd aura. Well. Not bad. Not too shabby at all. Alright, opponent concedes. So we get a game 3. It's quite possible that an effect like Force Negation is going to be a bit better on the draw here. And we can just remove our Staggering Insights. Still have plenty of card draw from our other auras. I don't think I love Trick Bind, but I guess it can counter Spike Feeder effects. I don't really like it. I guess it counters Giver of Runes as well. Maybe it's slightly better than Force of Negation. Oh well, too late. Couldn't find a good card to remove. We've got a 1-lander here with removal as interaction. I think we need something a little bit better than this. I think just allowing them to combo off pretty unopposed could be bad. I don't know. Let's keep it. We have Path for interaction. It's just we don't have a counterspell to go with it. I'd feel better with a counterspell. Also, we're missing a mana. It's probably right to just mull that one. I'm not too fussed if we lose this. It's a bad matchup anyway. Looks like they're setting up for Eldorami's call. Opponent deciding whether or not to upkeep the Eldorami's call here. Fortunately, I can't do too much about it. Oh man, we miss on mana. Fuck off. So unlucky. Get 2 cards. Not good enough. What creature are they finding with that one? Heliod, Sun's Crown. Just discard Sentinel's Eyes there. We can get it back pretty easy if we ever get a creature on the board before dying. Here's the Heliod. I'm gonna crack this one now, even though mathematically we're slightly worse off doing that. We do find mana. It's probably too little too late. We'll see what they do. The difference like Eternally would have made with this is pretty significant here. Captain Ranger of Eos. Alright, here he comes. He's gonna search out their creature for them and give us a bad time. Walking Ballista. Alright. They're doing this during our turn instead of during their own. We might get them on the punt there. That's a huge one. That is massive. Alright, Suppression Field coming in clutch. Hopefully no Skyclave Apparition now. That is a huge, huge draw. Three mana. Double white. Ah, they've got the Skyclave Apparition. Lame. Oh, another Captain Ranger of Eos? That's fine. I guess they're going for Spike Feeder this time. Arbor Elf. That's an odd decision. Oh, they can't get Spike Feeder, can they? Alright, we're facing a little bit of damage here. So go ahead and attack for 2. I'm going to try for an end step Path to Exile here. Hopefully they don't sack the Captain Ranger. Oh, Captain Ranger of Eos costs 2 more to activate, actually. Never mind. We're fine here. We get to resolve Daybreak next turn. And then we'll be in a decent spot after that. Skyclave Apparition, dang. So you're going after the Hyena Arbor or the Suppression Field? Suppression Field. Not sure we can beat that one. We take 6. If they active either one of these during our turn, then we can't cast any aura like Daybreak Coronet. Rats. Alright, well, GG. We did have the Daybreak in hand to claw back life-wise, but yeah, not quite good enough. So here we are for match number 2. We lost the Doro. It looks like we're versing an Obosh Prowess deck. We do actually have a Slippery Bogle hand with a basic land. It's kind of nice because these decks do run main deck Blood Moon. I think I'm going to keep this on the balance of everything. If we draw a white source, we can get some lifelink down, which is very strong. Opponent leading off with the Bomac Courier. Pretty good turn 1 play. No mana yet, but if we find it next turn, still in a really good spot. Another Bomac Courier. If we find white mana, casting Cartouche of Solidarity would be nice. Yes, sweet. That's pretty nice for us. I think we do still want to be aggressive here, so I'm going to cast the Arcane Flight. We can hold Force of Negation interaction with the Invisible Stalker, and we can resolve the Staggering Insight next turn. We have a Chump Blocker here. If they go for a Lava Dart, like targeting the Warrior, I'll probably just counter it with Force Firebolt on my creature. Yeah, look. I'll let that happen. We can get a high value card. Main deck Blast Zone? You kidding me, bro? That feels bad. Damn. I think now we hold up chump blockers, force them to pop the blast zone, and then we can reload on the invisible stalker. We just offer up this slippery bogle as a chump blocker that trades with a Beaumont career. Also, either they're not going to be able to attack with these Beaumont careers, or they're going to... Oh, okay, what'd they discard? If that shit could get out the way, that'd be lovely. Alright, Blood Moon and Mountains. These Beaumont careers have done work, but... Lava Dart targeting us, sure. So they can't pop Blast Zone this turn. Light up the stage. I think we let that resolve because Staggering Insight's just pretty necessary on the Invisible Stalker for us here. They find Blood Moon and Firebolt off the top there. Alright, so we stop them from attacking for a turn with Beaumont Courier. I'll take it. Find another Invisible Stalker. Well, first things first. Throw this one down. I think it's probably worth throwing down the Ethereal Armor here, even if it does get eaten by a Blast Zone. We're going to get to draw a card. We're going to get to gain 6 life, which is more important. Put our opponent to 11. And what are we drawing? Sentinel's Eyes is a great draw, actually. Opponent for the Seasoned Pyromancer this turn. Look, I think we're in a good spot. I think we just win this one. Opponent concedes. Alright, they blanked a long time. I guess they just didn't find mana after discarding 2 lands. So it's probably bad luck for them. Bad beats there. Definitely want to bring in my Path to Exiles here, as always, in this matchup. Other than that, an effect like Trick Bind is going to be pretty useful against these Blast Zones. I guess after the first one goes off, I can look to Surgical out of their library. I don't know if I like that though. It's kind of like pretty greedy. God, just the Solidarity is actually surprisingly good here. And unlike everyone else on God's Green Earth, I am not a fan of Leyline of Sanctity. It seems to get commented all the time. People are like, why don't you bring in Leyline of Sanctity? It's Prowess. It's like, it's Prowess. The creatures deal with the damage, not the burn spells. Bring in our paths. We're not going to spread ourselves too thin with a Leyline of Sanctity. Alright, this hand's a keep. I think getting just Island here is fine. It's worse if we draw exactly Daybreak, but we're also conserving 2 life there, which I'm a bit of a fan of. We do have Force of Negation interaction for Blood Moon, but we might need that for Kozilek's Return as well. Alright, opponents found their lands this time. Fortunately, I don't have Pithing Needle in this list. It's a pretty bad draw. He's going to lava dart the token now. Yeah, fair play. Lava dart in the bin. Might be wanting to get it in the graveyard so that they can cast Blood Moon into a free lava dart here this turn. Unsure. If they cast Blood Moon, it turns off their Blast Zone, so actually semi-incentivized to let a spell like that resolve. Light up the stage. I think I counter this one. I'm out of range of Kozilek's return at the moment, although it will shrink my creature pretty significantly. I can hold up Path to help prevent that a little bit. Play just has to be high in Umbra here. If they just play Blast Zone and crack it next turn, we're in like a lot of trouble. So we can worry about Path to Exile in a future turn. We need to protect the creature for now. Alright, hopefully we find Staggering Insight off the top and have an easy game after that point. Stomp on us, sure. There's the Blast Zone. Alright, we caught it. This will blow up their Soul Scout Mage as well. We'll keep exactly a hexproof creature and that's all. It's a good draw. My opponent activates Blast Zone, or even if they don't, I think the play's just play Invisible Stalker. Alright, so we get in for 1 point. That's fine. Play our guy and pass the turn. So they don't have resources, but that's a pretty good one for them. Discarding Blood Moons, Flame Slash, and Monastery Swift Spear. Play Monastery Swift Spear, 1 card in hand. Okay, well, they've turned this around a little bit. It's a good draw. So really we just need to survive until our next turn now. I'm just going to leave up jump blocks here. Hopefully we draw white mana next turn and then can cast the Daybreak Coronet. So I just jump block with the Slippery Bogle on the Swift Spear. I'll hard block the Seasoned Pyromancer with the Invisible Stalker, and then I just take 2 damage from Prowess tokens. Opponent going for the Obosh or the Bone Crusher Giant. Alright. I would have thought that was an okay time to go for Obosh there. Sure. More than happy with Seasoned Pyromancer going to the grave and them having the chance to do its graveyard activation. More than happy. Sweet. Alright, let's loosen up. Let's attack. Probably chump block the Bone Crusher Giant now at this point. Alright, well we got all the Daybreaks in the world. Let's see if we can't get to white mana for next turn. Obosh to hand. Sweet. Bowmat Courier, sure. Land off the top will be lethal for us. Opponent... attacking for 7. Just let that happen. It's a pretty good one. Let's attack here. Find that. We just told out Path to Exile. Target the Obosh with the Path to Exile. Hopefully they don't have an extra removal spell. They've got 1 mana instant. Oh, we'll let them go for it. They do have a lava dart in the graveyard, so just going to chump block here. See if they go for a burn spell for added measure. Currently they have 8 damage. Alright, there comes the lava dart. Now with that on the stack, we're going to path the Obosh. He's got another spell. He's got a lightning bolt there. That sucks. The lightning bolt's going to deal 6. That's probably just going to kill us. I got baited. Kind of think we had to do it though. Oh wait, I could have countered the lightning bolt. What am I doing? I'm an absolute peanut. I am an absolute peanut. I had the win there and I just threw it away. What a freaking clown. Echoing Truth gains a bit of value being on the play. Might just bring it in over the Trick Bind. I can't believe I forgot that was in hand. Oh boy, all the blunders. Alright, well this hand's definitely a keep. Get down to turn 3 Daybreak Coronet with Curious Obsession draw triggers. It's really strong. Or we can, yeah, or we can at least get Vigilance if not. So yeah, very, very happy about this. Opponent on 6 cards here. Turn 2 Bogle. You're a turn too late, my friend. Alright, opponent with the stomp at us. I'll take that. I think I just want to get the draw here over damage or whatever else. Should be pretty hard for them to beat. They can't block this creature. Find another Stalker. Well, maybe it's Force of Negation fodder. Opponent conceded. Boom. Let's go. So back here for match number 3. We're on the play. Sounds looking pretty decent. We're going to keep. We're missing a mana, but Curious Obsession can help us find that. Alright, no turn 1 play from my opponent. That's a good one. So we can get in for a lot of damage real quick here. I wonder if they've got the Force of Negation for this one. They do. Picking fact or fiction. Alright, so now the game plan's going to be cast this Cartouche of Solidarity here. We'll get 1 more damage next turn by sequencing it this way. We do have the counterspell for their Wilderness Reclamations as well, so we can stop what this deck's about. The old blue-green Titan list, which is packing a lot of full mana spells. Oh, is this Saltai Uro? What are they going for here? Search for Escanza? Life from the Loam. I'm not that fussed about that. They can have Life from the Loam, that's fine. That's one hell of a draw. Let's get that one done now. While they're tapped out. While Archmage's Charm can't wreak havoc on us. And hit on him. Opponent 6 cards in hand, but 2 of those are lands he just picked up from the grave, so. And you know, 2 attacks and he's dead. Maybe we draw another Ethereal Armor and then, you know, he's dead next turn, so. I haven't seen these decks playing Life from the Loam before. That's an interesting inclusion. I guess it's a way to pitch cards into the graveyard for Uro, which is pretty interesting. While leaving their mana untapped. Guess it makes sense. Alright, well that's a pretty good fodder aura. This one's likely going to get Archmage's Charmed. It does not. Alright, well does that mean Ethereal Armor resolves? It does. They got a Snapcaster Chump block, or is this the concession? Alright, opponent concedes. Sweet. Alright, so we want our Surgicals, we want potentially our Paths. Potentially Trick Bind our opponent as well. Doesn't work very nice against Uro though, because it will remain on the battlefield at that point. The sack trigger happens after the draw trigger. Spirit Mantle is a little bit slow for my taste. Aqueous Form, not adding enough value, at least not on the draw. Cartouche is probably not the aura we're looking for either, so I'm happy with my inclusions. I brought in Surgical Extraction and I brought in Path. Yeah, I think these numbers are fine. Let's go with that. Yeah, I'll keep this. This hand looks really, really good against what we're versing, so. Bought into Surgical Extraction, see both. I'll take it. Alright, well, we have our mana for the game. Let's see if we can find some more aura action. Ah, really? He's got the Thoughtseers? Go away, man. Surgical, now he's going to know about it. It's going to potentially be less impactful. Rats. We bricked. We drew a land. Perks of being Saltai Uro. I think I'm fine letting them have Thoughtseize in the graveyard. Like, if they attack our hand, they're not taking that much here. End step, we will get that Hallowed Fountain into play. Hopefully we draw some description of action here. We do. Might be a bit difficult to resolve. They probably have Mana Leak in this list. I think we just want to delay it an extra turn and play around the Mana Leak here. Could be attacking into a Snapcaster Mage here. Maybe it's not worth the attack. I don't know how many Snapcaster Mages the Saltai decks are running specifically, if any. because Mystic Sanctuary is just taking that slot pretty strongly. Opponent has missed at least one land drop, so this is him. Oh, okay, he's hit his land drop this turn, but looks like he has a land in hand. Now our opponent can just Archmage's Charmas, which is a little bit upsetting. I think we have to go for it though. If I'm given the option, I'd like just jam both auras this turn. Even if Daybreak goes into counter magic, it's going to free up for other spells in future turns. Looks like he's got the Archmages. Oh, the Hardcast Force of Negation. Interesting. My two main cards I'm concerned about are Uro and Cryptic Command. Those are the two main targets I want for Surgical Extraction. So trading my auras with his counter spells, like, that's fine. has one more Mystic Sanctuary, so he's only got 2 on the list. This is the last Mystic Sanctuary you can search out. Abrupt Decay back on top. Yeah, I suppose that's fair play. Looks like they drew Forest for turn. No, wait, that doesn't make any sense. Oh wait, Field of Dead is what they played. Oh, did they play the Forest? I can't remember. Not important. They search out both Field of Deads with the Arrow of Promise. Hopefully they don't find land off Uro. Because they would have drawn Assassin's Trophy for turn. So did they go... Yeah, they would have drawn the Forest last turn because they played Polluted Delta last turn. Now they can just get Uro back. And they can't get Uro back and hold up Abrupt Decay though. That's pretty important. Sweet, we got Damnation Protection as well, and we can attack into these zombies a little bit better now. We're going to lose Daybreak Coronet. Take our creature down to a 6/6, which means we still trade with 3. If they block with all 6, they'll get a Hyena Umbra. Goes for these Sentinel's Eyes. That's an odd one to take. I can just recast that. Why would you go for Sentinel's Eyes? Opponent has 2 Uros in hand, 1 unknown. It's a very bizarre decision. Wonder if we had Lurus here, we might be in a better spot. He's got a counterspell for this one. Remand. So he actually wanted to do that so that he could do the remand and put stuff in the graveyard for Uro while still keeping up Abrupt Decay. Alright, so we just got baited. Yeah. So now he's going to Uro, exiling everything but Abrupt Decay. Needs 5 cards. At least we got rid of Cryptic Commands. This particular list is not running any Time Walks either. Alright, here comes the Uro, as we called it. So still 2 Uros in hand. They can play them to draw cards and gain life. Nothing else. They can't bounce their Mystic Sanctuaries, actually. They can't get Abrupt Decay back. They don't have any Snapcaster Mages. So their interaction now is 1 Engineered Explosives, 1 Assassin's Trophy, 1 Abrupt Decay, and 2 Damnation. And they're just digging to those interactive pieces because we've taken away Cryptic. Alright. Alright, all the zombies in the world. Here they are. Left Trickbind in our sideboard, unfortunately. Be very good for versing the explosives. It's not a bad one. We might be able to get our opponent to do a bad chump block here and then path instant speed. Sweet, he's going for it. So yeah, if we can eat like most of his zombie tokens and path away the Uro, that is really, really good for us. He doesn't have many cards in the graveyard to get this Uro going. So 9 creatures. So we'll kill 4 tokens and then 5 blockers will remain. I think we actually have to go for a path on the zombie token here. I value this Hyena Umbra pretty highly right now. Just a remand from my opponent, that's fine. He's got 2 force negations left in the deck, but we'll see what we find. Sweet. Alright, so opponent loses 5 zombies. Gets another 2. And he's left with a few. Left with 6 right now. Fortunately, he didn't block with the Uro. That would have been the massive blowout there. These Field of Deads are getting out of control. Really obnoxious card. 1 unknown card in hand still. Alright, so cycling this Uro to draw a card, gain some life. That's all the Euros out of hand now. No unknown cards left in hand anymore. I'm sorry. Are you attacking with Uro? That's just a pretty easy chump block for me. Unless he has like, he's drawn both Abrupt Decay and Assassin's Trophy. Yeah, we just block that one. He can get a recast now, exiling everything from his grave. An Overgrown Tomb. Well, are we going for a fact or fiction now? It's looking that way. It's just recasting the Uro. Okay. That's fine. That is fine. Keep on attacking. We lose 1 Hyena Umbra here. We take out 5 tokens. Yeah, just keep jamming the pressure. Lose a lot of zombie tokens to this. Oh, he's blocking with Uro this time. We just have to prioritize damage on Uro here. Kill 2 zombies afterwards. I don't care that they're annoying to attack into. He's not really winning this game, long game. Not unless he hits his Damnations. Or Damnation doesn't even do it here. Not unless he hits his Engineered Explosives. He's winning it, not winning it long game. Damnation wipes out all his zombies too. He's decided not to block with Uro. Yeah, sure. Sure. Let's lose 1 totem armor there. Oh, has he got the Assassin's Trophy here? It'd probably be pretty bad for us because we are very all in right now. It's just a growth spiral? Yeah, sure. So magic number of zombie tokens is 9. We attacking with Uro again, or are we too scared this time? Ooh, pre-combat Ghost Quarter. Can target his own land, that's kind of funky. Get more zombie tokens. If he's got any basics left, that is. Zombie Nation. Alright. Attacking into these zombies now is like kind of risky. Opponent's clock is getting run down pretty badly. We can just beat them on time if we don't blow ourselves out here. Ooh. This is a good aura though. Let's just leave this one in hand. I think we're happy to chill at this point. Let them just run down their own clock. And then, yeah, we can eventually find an invisible stalker and kill them with the invisible stalker. There's the attack. Turn it all the way back up to 20. More Field of Dead tokens, man. That's a lot of lands here. Definitely blocking. He's only got 1 Abrupt Decay and 1 Assassin's Trophy left in the deck, and he'd need both of them in hand here to blast out. Oh, here's 1 at least. No? I wonder if he's just faking it, so I'm maybe not as aggressive as I could be attacking. One thing's for certain, if he'd have used his first Abrupt Decay on our Daybreak Coronet instead of our Sentinel's Eyes, we would have been in a way worse spot. Alright, so has he got the Abrupt Decay? Really? Wow! Well, my opponent's drawn a few cards, but I still think that's extremely fortunate that he had both. Well, any creature now. And we're back in it. Particularly Invisible Stalker. Oh, buddy. Clutch timing. The reman's is to hand. We cast it next turn because we don't want to run into a mystical dispute here. He does have one mystical dispute in the library. So not running away, not losing our valuable resource that is staggering insight there. I mean, we're taking a lot of damage here as well. Opponent's got 32 damage on the board. Fact or fiction? Let's give him this. So he's chosen to keep the explosives here. Explosives on 2. That is everything except the 2 damnations now. He's run into all his removal except 2 damnations. Still, he's only got less than 4 minutes left to win the next match. So we're pretty well just winning this one on time. This shows you the strength of Field of Dead. That card is just so stupid. Wonder if it'd be like as good or as strong in this list if they didn't have the Hour of Promise. Probably not. Not even sure the deck would exist without Hour of Promise and Field of Dead. Alright, so let our opponent run their own clock down here. I don't know why they're fetching him. Definitely, I can say that Surgical Extraction was very, very good for us this match. I don't know why they just paused now in their turn. Their clock is now down to 3 minutes. No way they can win their next game in 3 minutes. No way. Their deck is not nearly fast enough. Uro triggers on the stack, eating up even more clock as well. Alright, 2 minutes 30 left on the clock. I think we'll be okay. So opponent has like 2 Thought Seizers in the list. Pretty disinclined to have Leyline in for that little hand disruption. Yeah, Force of Negation and Stubborn Denial are still pretty well placed here. So let's ditch our Arcane Flights for Aqueous Forms. Maybe we want to ditch Sentinel's Eyes as well for Arcane Flight, and then we just have more evasiveness. Yeah, let's look to guarantee some damage here. Sentinel's Eyes is kind of nice against engineered explosives though. I think mostly it's not going to matter because our opponent's got a very short clock to try and win with. An extremely short clock. So 2 minutes 34 left on my opponent's clock. This is an absolutely excellent hand. Snap keep. I feel very good about this match. Opponent mulliganing to 6. Oh, these mulligan decisions, they're taking time off your clock, mate. We're like very fortunate in the previous game that our surgical extractions were that good against a Thoughtseize cryptic hand with triple Uro and that they didn't have any other counter magic there. It was extremely fortunate then. They're just searching a Delta tapped. Oh no, they've got the fetch shock here. We've got the Thoughtseize. I mean, dude, you got 2 minutes. Let's go. Alright, well that it felt a little more time consuming than what it needed to be, but we'll take it. So here we are for match number 4, currently 2-1, won the die roll, and we are versing Nahul. No creature, we gotta throw this one. opponent keeping their 7, and we're down to 4 all of a sudden. No land. Cool, well, we have a capable hand here. 4 cards on bottom. We'll keep Bogle and Curious Obsession and hope to get some draw train happening. Man, I don't know how many times I've gone down to 3. This is the second time I've gone down to 3 this leg. Still, we're turn 1. Alright, so Heliod Fountain into Bogle, and we'll ship to our opponent. Hopefully no Thoughtseers. Thoughtseers would probably be a bit good for us. Oh, is this Storm? Fiery Islet? Force Negation. Well, Counter Magic's good against Storm. Hopefully this resolves. Damn. Oh, he's got Opt. Ooh. Maybe, maybe not. I scratched top, and we still had it resolve, so that's a little bit interesting. Got a blue card to pitch to the Force of Negation. That's pretty sweet. Soul Scour Mage? Yikes. It's a bit of a stone wall. Oh no. Oh no. I think we just risk attacking here. Maybe he doesn't have the non-creature spell. Okay, he does. Well, he's going to be spending it during his own, like during our turn instead of his own. So I guess we'll just take that. We don't have the Curious Obsession fall off anyway, and we've got another Bogle to reload on, so I think on the balance it's worth risking. Like maybe he's loaded up with Stomps and Savage Stomp / Bone Crusher Giant and Seasoned Pyromancer. Like maybe that's what's in his hand. Manamorphose. Alright, so this is the blue-red Blitz list, which runs the flying creature. So we're going to stop them getting that aggressive Stormwing entity there. Hopefully we draw... I guess we want to just draw Unblockable. It's not a bad one. It's an aura, right? Well, we're looking for mana next turn now. Alright, here comes the hurt. We'll see if we live. We can live and only take 1 damage off. Oh wow, sweet. It's just a Stormwing entity. That's perfectly fine. Whew. Oh my god, we are doing it. Let's go Kappa Bogle. Mulder 3, and we're getting there. Third Manamorphose of the match. Triple Prowess trigger. Well, I mean, hopefully he doesn't have any more spells to chain here. Double red. Yikes. Remember there's Lava Dart in the graveyard as well. I think we have to block Soul Scour Mage here, but I think we're dead regardless. I think they raise the toughness enough. Maybe he forgets about his... Oh man, he finds mutagenic growth and land. Oh god. Alright, we're doomed. We are doomed. We can survive a turn. No, we can't because they just mutagenic growth a Stormwing entity. Almost. For a Mulder 3, that's pretty good. Thing grows too big. They get 18 damage through our 5 toughness. Yeah, well, whatever. That's fine. Is that double mutagenic growth? Oh, bested that time. Let's bring these bad boys in. Echoing Truth seems pretty sweet against Stormwing Entity. The likelihood of our flying being good for us is pretty low, so I think we can remove our Arcane Flights. Probably Aqueous Forms, the card we want, if any there. Spirit Mantle's like a little bit medium too. We should just have the bigger creature on board. We definitely want Trick Bind here as well because they do have suppression, do have Blast Zone effects. So we just minus the Aqueous Forms too. Alright, we'll go with that. Definitely my counter magic is good here though. Sweet. This hand looks pretty gas. Hopefully we get to resolve our Daybreak Coronet. We can't lead on island in either of our first 2 turns unless we draw a blue 1-mana aura, or else we're not going to get down our Hyena Umbra plus Daybreak on turn 3. So Soulscale Mage, there he is. Stubborn Denial. Not a bad one to have, but not just yet for us. Mutagenic Growth. Alright, here comes the pain. Soulscale Mage. That Swift Spirit was out of order. They have Mr. Prowess trigger here. Go to 10. Hold up Stubborn Denial here. Maybe they got greedy with their Metamorphose and delay the land here. Yeah, sweet, they do. That's massive for us. That's probably game winning. The fact he didn't play land pre-Metamorphose is just huge. Let's get rid of this Soulscale Mage as well. Actually, technically I should go until later in case he has another Mutagenic Growth. I have ramped my opponent into a Blast Zone here as well, but we do have a 2-mana creature. Opponent concedes that one. Alright. Stubborn Denial coming in clutch. Likelihood of us wanting to chump block in this game is a little bit higher. I'm going to remove the Cartouche Solidarities for the Arcane Flights. On the play, Cartouche is fine. This is pretty darn slow. We can do a lot better than this. Like, even when we get it online, we're only attacking for, like, 2. Very not exciting. As is the rest of this fucking nonsense. 3 cards on the bottom. Bottom. The likelihood of him not playing around Stubborn Denial this game is a lot lower. Although we might want it for something like Blood Moon though. Do find land, that's pretty nice. Double Soulscale Mage. Let's attack here, see if we can eat a mutagenic growth or something. Wow, he's going for it. All on you, opponent. All on you. Gut shot? Sure. Well, not quite the mutagenic growth I was hoping for, but it'll do. We have ramped our opponent here, so we are potentially in trouble this time. Alright, sweet, that's fine. Alright, Daybreak off top, let's go. Two cards left in my opponent's hand. I think we'll probably lose this one, but we mod to 4, and we haven't seen any auras from our deck yet in 3 draws. Man, this Manamorphose is so backbreaking. Looks like he's got a blue spell to cast this time. We are so dead. If we by some miracle survive, the only card that pulls us out of it is Daybreak. It's literally the only card that can do it. Although we're just taking 8 already, even before he casts the last spell in hand, which is another mutagenic growth. Holy shit, dude. GG. So that's all she wrote. Alright, 2-2. Let's get on into this next match. Alright, so back in it for the 5th and final match of this league. Our opponent's on the play. This is a keep, but it's not a great hand. Versing Gan Shan, and to CHN, is that like an acronym for China or something? Although, doesn't make much sense because you just write China, right? Maybe I'm way off the mark on that one. All spells. Big yikes on that one. Alright, I guess we lead on this one. We can get our Curious Obsession down pretty early. Hopefully draw a counter spell. Pentad Prism, sure. Opponent keeping a 6 here. Whole bunch of not very much post-combat. There's not even any point in letting our opponent dump their library. I'm just conceding it, whatever. Alright, Torpor shuts off half their creatures. Trick Binder's alright. Suppression Field, not too bad at shutting off the other half. Surgical Extraction's actually going to be very good. Wow, we've got a decent amount here. Echoing Truth can actually tempo their lands. Counterspells aren't the best against this version. The jump blockers from Cartouche of Solidarity might actually save us. Daybreak Coronet is still just our best possible aura. What do we remove? Alright, just remove some of our white auras. Actually, maybe we just remove the Arcane Flights there. Man, oh man, what absolute shit. Alright, this is a good one. We'll keep this. Opponent goes for it. We can exile all their Vengevines and they don't get them back. It's beatable. Winnable. We don't want to put that one on the bottom. Put the Arcane on Flight on the bottom. Alright. Game's over and our opponent's caught. Got a turn 1 play, really? Just holding up a Nature's Claim. I guess they've potentially got a read on Rest in Peace here, and they're holding up Nature's Claim to answer that. Three free points of damage, I'll take it. Alright, here comes mana. Sure. Triple Curious Obsession, that is pretty fantastic. Only going to get 2 draws here pre-combat though, or during combat. Find a Daybreak and an Ethereal Armor. Okay, well. Just jam double Ethereal Armor and win next turn. At 8 power, that's exactly enough damage. My opponent goes for the win. We have Surgical Extraction Interaction. Alright, here's the Bellatrix Spy. Let's get a better look at this library here. Oh, this graveyard, sorry. Alright, so currently my opponent has got... Okay, we don't go after Sword of the Meek or the Titan. I guess we just go after the Vengevines here. Okay, if Creeping Chill's on the stack... Yeah, whatever. Let's get rid of these Vengevines. Collapse that one. Close it on in. Opponent gets some Narcomoebas, some Creeping Chills, some Titans. Looks like they only get 2 Creeping Chill triggers though, so that's pretty nice for us. Without the Vengevine, they're not going to be able to kill us either. This will raise their own life total though. We do have the unblockable, so we can just push through as much damage as we want. We can't kill our opponent this next turn though. Not just yet. There's the Titan. It's all yours. Alright, attack, get double draw, look for white mana, play out an Ethereal Armor post combat. Gain all the life, draw all the cards. Deal all the damage. Perfect stuff there. Perfect stuff. Opponent concedes. Good team. Bogle is too big for them this time. Probably should have looked at how many Nature's Claim. I saw a natural state as well. How many effects he has there. I guess it's at least 2, maybe more. I don't think it changes my sideboarding hugely though. Maybe Torporob, like slightly less. Go Force a Negation and try to delay our opponent a turn, or we could just attack half their combo. Attacking half their combo is probably better. I think we want the Vigilance slightly more than we want the Flying. Let's go with that. I mean, we can shut them down in 2 ways, so this is definitely a keep. We just need to hit that second land, but we're on the draw. We're more likely to hit it. Opponent mulliganing to 5. We're going to be low on resources. Maybe they're going to be more likely to bottom Nature's Claim on the scry. Well, not on the scry, sorry. On the mull, bottom of Nature's Claim, because they actually need a fairly large number of cards to get their combo happening. Find Curious Obsession. Not too bad. It's not mana yet though, and we do need to get to 2 mana. They might even board out some Nature's Claims because our Graveyard Hate was Surgical, not Rest in Peace. They're probably expecting Rest in Peace. Alright, well, we have to go for Curious Obsession here. Torporov didn't see that much play this leg, and we'd want either the Rest in Priest or the other Suppression Field. I think I'm happy with the Suppression Field. It's pretty clutch in that last game. It's a good combo with Path to Exile against Hate Bear decks as well.